It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Vikings and the Falcons, all that and more.
Time for
coming
football
up next.
As we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down. 3rd and 2, and Penix. He's gonna try it here again. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They told us this week they were gonna try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, bad plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on fourth down. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
This is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Now he takes off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Vikings offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. To the air on third down is McCarthy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 14 yards on the pickup there.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big time.
And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the gun, here is Penix. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is in trouble, and down he goes. Matthew Judon in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Ray McLeod, deep to return. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. They face second down and 7. Here's Robinson. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. Mooney in motion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the give, it's Jones. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Our first down throw there is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw from nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 6-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. They run over center with Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Rookie from Washington on target with that one. It is a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Here now, second down and goal. Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, here's Penix. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Here's a designed run. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will tie the game at 6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
It's been a game of field goals so far. All even on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. This pass, right side. Going to be caught by Harrison. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Minnesota. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A run. It's Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run it once more with Jones. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. 3rd and long. To throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Drake London was the intended receiver there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Yeah! And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Here comes the rookie out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, heading out for the next Vikings possession. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Off he goes. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. They'll run the toss here with Jones. And he'll get 3 yards here down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. It's Jones. And he will dive into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown. as he kicks this one away. McLeod now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll be looking to answer back. They trailed 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate. Work with your quarterback. Go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. And he's going to be close to that 1st down marker, maybe about a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Jones. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, let him do the rest.
Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Jones.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Ryan Wright now as he is on to punt for Minnesota. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with the first. Oh, he pumps up the football. The Vikings have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and And coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The home team's offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run it here with Jones. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. He's going to get this down to the 8, but that is it. Defense holds him there, and they force 4th down.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. Mooney in motion. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st down, it's Penix. He's going to run it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
First and goal, Atlanta.
Penix going to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Again, it's Penix. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Makes the score Vikings 16, Falcons 13.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Got a man. It's Thomas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To the air once more is McCarthy. To the outside, it's looked in by Addison. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Nowhere to go. He's gonna be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
With the score, Vikings 16, Falcons 13.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Christian Watson, what a game. Over 200 yards receiving with 3 touchdown grabs. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Travis Etienne, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And that one, all tied. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground now with Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now fourth down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Second down and 3. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. Now Robinson. He'll push forward for about a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's second and 9. Now Penix. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give to Jones, heading right. And this will be good enough for a first down as he gets up past the 25.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They run it once more with Jones. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down. They'll put Addison in motion. A run now for Chandler. A gain of 11 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He'll drop this one down for Chandler. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. In motion comes Thomas. Here comes the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Just a great way to finish off the drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings will extend this third-quarter lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. It'll be 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. On 3rd down, Penix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively, it'll set up a fourth down. We're about ready now for the punt, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Vikings offense and their running back set to go once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. He'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's caught once again by Hawkinson.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And the Vikings have a 1st and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it here with Robinson. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll check this down to the running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Greg, talk about a real boost for your running game that has powered them to this big lead.
And anytime you have one of these upper echelon running backs, a truly elite player at the position, it just makes such a difference in how you're able to run the ball. And what I mean by that is, even if in the beginning of the game the yards are tough to come by, you know as the game unfolds and get longer, just continue to get your guy more and more touches, and he's eventually going to break through. And even though today he's had his way with this defense, barring some sort of change, I think they got to continue to give him the ball as often as possible.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. Looking to throw. McCarthy. To the right side. He's got Hopkinson, his tight end. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Jones. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
A fair catch taken here. And it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here is Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And this game really just illustrates how important home field is in the NFL. On paper, this didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll be one of the biggest surprises around the league this weekend. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
In motion comes Thomas. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
To try and run for the 1st down with Jones.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
That's good. For the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He runs with it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That one taken in. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He's going to run it. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Penix. Taking off. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Penix to the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a game of 10. First down, Falcons.
On first down, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 6. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And he will power his way into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance.
And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the rookie out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, heading out for the next Vikings possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
the 33-yard line.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Again, it's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try to throw it with Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, a loose football. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now a handoff. Jones. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
That's the gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll put Addison in motion. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Jones. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll try and run. It's Jones. A dive, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws. And
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
They run it once more with Jones. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Vikings. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.